Facebook Marketplace. What a time-consuming black hole that can be. In saying that, I source a lot of material from Facebook Marketplace, and I've recently picked up a whole bunch of wood. So I stumbled across a heap of pallet wood that had already been deconstructed. Win. So I had to jump on that. I also come across some marine ply that was going very, very cheaply, so I had to jump on that as well. And today I'm gonna put all this material together and do some shop improvement. I actually drew plans. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but this is a bit of a shelving unit that I'm gonna put over there. Now, we've got room for the dust extractor to go in here, the toolboxes to go in here, and then we're gonna have some shelving of all different sizes for wood storage and other bits and pieces. I've done the measurements, I've done my drawings, I've got a vague idea of how I'm gonna put it all together. So let's get to this. So this is all the material that I've managed to source off Facebook Marketplace. There's a hell of a lot of it there, so I think we're gonna have enough to put together this storage unit. And I'm also thinking of a bit of a dust collection attachment that's gonna sit on the floor so that I can just sweep all the crap off the floor into this little unit and it's gone. The only question I'm stuck with at the moment is where to start. How the hell am I gonna get to my miter saw? Back there. Didn't think this one through very well. Alright, so that pretty much concludes the build component of this, as you can see right there. So now we're left with deciding where everything's gonna go and if everything's gonna fit. I do have to apologize just quickly for the audio. It may be a bit crappy. If it is, it's because it's absolutely pouring outside. Can you see? I don't know if you could see or not, but it is bucketing down out there, hence the extra noise. So now, let's try and clean all this mess up. Again. Well, I think that's been a rather successful project. So I went about building the cabinet, as you can see in the back corner there. This thing's great. It's got room for my toolboxes, for my dust collector, for all my power tools, and it's even got some wood storage as well. Then, continuing on with the theme of Facebook Marketplace supplies, I built a little shelf to attach to the side of the cabinet for all of my bits and pieces for the lathe. So I'm talking about face centers, live centers, Jacob's chucks, all of that good stuff. It just makes it nice and accessible and easy to grab when you're right there at the lathe. Then I went on to create a little dust collector attachment for the floor. Now this thing's pretty cool. I've made it slightly larger than my broom so that when I sweep dust in, all of it funnels in and gets sucked straight up off the floor. It also filters it a bit for me and leaves the rather large chunks still sitting on the floor so I can pick them up and put them in the bin. While I was in the mind frame of attacking all of this little DIY improvement stuff, I figured it was time I make a slight adjustment to my chisel stand. I had noticed that when there was large rattle or if I moved the bench at all, that the chisels would actually fall backwards under the stand and out the back. So to combat this, I just put a piece of pallet wood nice and close to the base of the chisels, and hopefully that will stop them being able to escape. All in all, I'm really happy with the results on this one. Everything you saw me do in this video literally cost me about $5 in material, barring the screws, of course. They would have been the most expensive, but I had them left over from other projects, so I'm not really sure how much I paid for that. But I bought $10 worth of wood, and as you can see, I've still got a whole heap of it up there and back here as well. So I probably didn't even really use $5 worth. Who says you can only buy a coffee for $5, eh? Now I know that this cabinet is by far not the prettiest thing you're ever gonna see, and that doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, it's gonna be in my workshop, it's gonna get banged up, it's gonna get covered in dust, and its primary function is just to hold the tools and wood for me. So it doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to be functional. So guys, thanks for checking out this video with me. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell because it's not just DIY projects on this channel. I do a range of creations that encompass everything. Check out the playlist if you want to see what I'm talking about. Go through my videos. I'm aiming to do 52 videos in 52 weeks. So jump on board for the journey and check them all out. If you're not following us on socials yet, make sure you jump on over there. We've got Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon. We're across all those platforms. You can check out everything we're doing that doesn't make it onto the YouTube channel. So guys, until next Friday, enjoy, and I'll catch you later.